So how do we usually deal with plastics? Well, although the word recycling has been brought up so frequently, the EPA analyzes that the majority of plastic waste in the US ends up in landfills, where it generally does not biodegrade or break down over time. Only a small portion is incinerated, and an even smaller portion, 8.7%, is recycled. Without proper waste handling, plastics can also end up in waterways, making their way to the ocean, which is dangerous. And currently, mechanical recycling is a dominant technique used for plastic recycling. It's essentially a physical process that recovers used plastic via methods such as sorting, grinding, and washing. However, this technology is actually expensive, labor-intensive, and generally results in lower quality plastics. Something that I always question is, are we doing a good job at garbage sorting and disposing? For example, let's say I want to throw away an unfinished bottle of Coke. If I put it in the decompost bin, will it get recycled? Also, I can't just throw it in the recycle bin either, since there's leftovers. What I'm trying to say is, in fact, plastic sorting is far from the ideal implementation, which makes recycling even more labor-intensive and less efficient. Even if the problem of general garbage sorting is solved, there are still other things to consider. For example, plastics can be further characterized as single-use and multi-use. Single plastics are usually seen in packaging that are primarily made from fossil fuel-based chemicals and are designed to be disposed right after single use. Multi-use plastics are products that can be produced from recycled plastics and can be recycled again to make another product. For example, plastic pellets. I was surprised to find out that because single-use plastics tend to fall into crevices of recycling machines, they're difficult to recycle and are usually not accepted by the recycling center. So the problem is, even if we can sort out plastics from other types of wastes, single and multi-use plastics are still collected together and needs to be further processed. Similarly, we should really pay more attention to the recycling code that can be commonly found at the bottom of plastic containers. Because plastics are classified into different symbols based on their different molecular composition, they do not mix if recycled together, just like wood and glass can't be recycled together. And that's why, for example, soda bottles coded number 1 and caps number 5 have to be separated before recycling. More importantly, not all types are accepted. This means that in order for the sorting process of recycling to be working efficiently, the plastics should be disposed of separately, which is hard to execute considering where we are at now.
Although the impact could be overwhelming, there are still little things that we as students could do to make a difference. For example, multi-use plastics should be encouraged to use over single-use plastics as shown in the picture. We can also always find reusable alternatives, and a big corporation should also consider the replacement in their product and packaging. Take another example. We could try to cook more often to avoid plastic-heavy takeout containers, and even if we do order delivery, we could ask the merchants not to give any tablewares. Also, we noticed that there are vending machines and retail merchants all across campus, which is selling plastic bottles of water and beverage drinks. We think it will be better to replace those with, for example, water fountains. And for those who would like beverages, we can offer pay-to-use soda fountains like those in Cox Hall. To address plastic bottle-related issues such as plastic dining utensils, we think Cox Hall should start offering ceramic bowls and metal spoons and forks for people who decide to dine in. To encourage people to dine in, they can offer a little discount and start to charge fees for takeouts and for plastic utensils, which they're offering for free right now. Taking a step back, we could promote and advertise for more detailed sorting plastic disposal to decrease the workload of the recycling center. For example, plastics could be sorted based on their recycling code, and the public should be educated on which plastic can be recycled and which cannot.